if you could tell us your first name, what you do, and where you live.
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm here. I just started a new role at Amazon,
Woo!
and I live out in Albany, California, in the Bay Area.
I love it. I love it. Bay Area friend. Giving you a virtual high five over the hill.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Mike, can you tell us a little bit about where you were in your career search before you stumbled upon career amps? What was happening in your search and all that?
Yeah. So I was at Meta for the past 6 years and was unfortunately laid off. Coming out of it, my managers, everyone that I worked with said, you'll land somewhere soon enough. People are going to want to scoop you up right away. I thought, yeah, that's fine. I'll take my time with my career search. I'll find the right job for me and I'll just walk in and I'll have a new job. I was spraying and praying my resume to anything eventually that said anything to do with my previous experience and got a few interviews here and there, but did not get very far in the process. Around November is when I really started to think there's got to be something different that I need to take the approach to where there is an unlock that I need to figure out what are the things that I need to do to get in front of the right people to make sure that they are fully aware of my experience and I can jump in and help out and find the career of my dreams. So jumped in, finally found Career Amp after a lot of different Instagram ads, and considered them. Looked at a few other ones, but felt that Career Amp was the best service for me just because it looks so robust. It wasn't just a resume review or a LinkedIn update. It was a full, complete program where I was able to jump in. I think the best part for me was jumping into that first group coaching Zoom call and seeing everyone and knowing that I'm not the only one that this experience is happening to. There are other people going through this, and being able to bounce those ideas across other people, hearing from them what their experiences are, and then seeing all those big wins and eventual job offers come out from the group as well was just so inspiring.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I think you were like before we popped on here, I think you were talking about like how many applications you had sent out or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
What were the
So
stats? I'm just curious.
I applied to around 250 roles. I out of those 250, I had approximately 5 interviews. A lot of recruiter ghosting as well, which tried to follow up on, but really didn't get that far, and really sort of left me in this hopeless space of what am I doing? Is there something that's like says do not hire across my forehead or something? And that's why I really like once I joined the program, learned that there's a few things I need to do on my LinkedIn, how to follow up, how to communicate with people in a much smoother way, and get to not just look at just the sole hiring manager. This is my resume. Get to know people. What are they working on, and not necessarily ask for that job out of the gate.
Mhm.
Figure out what they're working through, and just build the community and the connection on LinkedIn.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those watching, I think what Mike's referring to is the side door method, which is a big secret sauce of the career amp system, which helps teach you how to get referred into roles and create connections through a way in which we've developed that helps you then eventually get referred into roles and get past the ATS system. So that's awesome, Mike. Let me ask you this. So you hopped into career amp. If I remember correctly, it was about 10 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago.
Yeah,
That's amazing. And so you went from 250 applications, a few interviews. I didn't necessarily have anything yet to this new offer at Amazon, which is so exciting. Tell me, like, when you hopped inside, what was the first maybe win that you recognized when you started going through the program?
I think my very first win was, really getting down, putting pen to paper of what I went through from my career, and not so much just sort of I need something to make money right away. Is
Yeah,
really taking a step back and figuring out what is my best next step. What did I enjoy about my past? What am I looking for in the future? And how can I best apply that to my career search and finding the dream job or the role that I think would be best aligned with my past experience?
that's awesome. That's great. And it's so important to figure that out, right? And to really have
Yes.
clarity and not just let money woo us
Hmm.
or company title or company name and title of
Hmm.
the role, all that stuff. So that's great. I'm glad you found that useful. What would you say then your biggest win? Obviously, you got an offer, but like,
Right.
so we'll consider that a win. But any other like big win or component of the career amp process that you just felt like was key to your success?
Yeah, I think doing some of the mock interviews with Rachel, my coach, really helped me quite a bit in setting up my interviews for a big role that I was going after. I think the other big win was having that resume put together that's very well detailed, a lot easier to read. Other biggest win I think is just being able to connect with other people within the career and community and talking with them one on one, what their experience is, especially if they have a similar background, what their experience has been. Yeah,
That's awesome. That's awesome, Mike. Cool. All right, last question here. So if you were talking to somebody or someone's watching this and they're on the fence on whether or not they want to join Career Amp, what would you tell them and why?
I would say go ahead and do it just because you're making that investment in yourself. You are going to be able to go back to these skills for the rest of your career. You're always going to have access to all the course material, and it's going to set you in the mindset of if and when you do experience a job loss in the future, it's not this big scary thing. You have those tools, you know what to do in those kinds of situations, and you just put your head down and go ahead and do it, and have that confidence that you have the tools in place for you to land that next dream job.
Amazing. Awesome, Michael. Congratulations again. We're so thrilled for you.
Thank you.